We feel the pressure in Singapore too. Opposition parties have tried to exploit this issue to turn sentiments against the PAP, even though they themselves do not have good solutions. We hope Singaporeans understand that these are global inflation trends. They impact all countries.
Hello, Singaporeans. Did I hear wrongly? In PAP Conference 2024, did PM Lawrence Wong accuse the opposition of exploiting the cost of living issue for political gain and say the opposition has no solution for it? Okay, let's not play with words. I think the problem in Singapore is our mainstream media are controlled by the PAP government. Don't you think so? And that's why many Singaporeans do not know about good ideas and proposals from our opposition parties. Good ideas from opposition parties are very unlikely to be shared by our mainstream media in TV and papers. Do you agree? In fact, opposition parties like WP, Red Dot United, SDP, PSP have come out with detailed proposals on how to tackle cost of living issues. And these four opposition parties have great solutions for various issues concerning Singaporeans. Dear Singaporeans, please go to their respective official websites to read these detailed proposals. Thank you. At first, I thought PM Lawrence Wong will be a good PM with fresh new ideas to bring Singapore forward, connect with all Singaporeans regardless of political affiliations, different from Lee Hsien Loong, Goh Chok Tong. But I think I was wrong. I am disappointed with PM Lawrence Wong. Let's talk about his shifting narrative on Singapore's cost of living crisis. Initially, PM Wong attributed rising costs to wage increases for low-income workers, stating that higher costs were necessary to ensure fair wages. Then, recently, he blamed global inflation, describing it as a worldwide issue affecting many countries. PM Wong said the government is committed to doing everything they can to help cushion the impact. Is the Prime Minister and his team really doing their best or doing everything they can to help cushion the impact? Or are they the source of our pain? Okay, Singaporeans, you be the judge. PM Wong's narrative attempts to shift responsibility for the cost of living crisis by asserting it is a global problem affecting many other countries. Don't blame the PAP. It's a global problem affecting many countries. We can ask ourselves, does inflation affect other nations the same way it does Singapore? Are these nations ranked among the most expensive cities in the world? While global inflation affects both Singapore and many other countries, Singapore's unique economic structure, government policies, and taxes contribute to a higher cost of living. What do you think? A good example, the strong Singapore dollar. PM Wong's narrative that global inflation is the main driver of Singapore's rising costs seems inconsistent, given Singapore's strong SGD. I believe most Singaporeans know a strong SGD is designed to guard the economy from global inflation by making imports cheaper, mitigating the impact of rising international prices. So, why is Singapore still facing such severe inflationary pressures? Why? The reality is that global inflation does not explain the full picture. While external factors like rising food and energy prices impact all open economies, Singapore's consistently high cost of living is driven largely by domestic factors. Policies such as high indirect taxes, GST, and ERP, excessively high land and rental prices, and foreign workers' levies significantly make worse inflation, disproportionately affecting ordinary Singaporeans. Despite a strong SGD, which should offer relief from global inflation, Singaporeans face increasing costs because government-driven domestic inflation compounds the burden. We must know the strong Singapore dollar, which is designed to guard the country from global inflation by making imports cheaper, has not meaningfully elevated the cost of living pressures for Singaporeans. And domestic policies such as high indirect taxes, land costs, and government-driven price mechanisms compound the burden, leaving the strong currency's supposed benefits largely ineffective for the population. Unlike neighboring countries such as Malaysia, where lower taxes and subsidies ease cost pressures, Singaporeans bear the brunt of a system that prioritizes government's revenue over affordability. As a result, PM Wong's argument that global inflation is the cause for rising costs falls apart under scrutiny. It is government policies, not just external trends, that have entrenched a high-cost environment in Singapore, leaving everyday citizens to carry the heaviest load. Also, we must know Singapore's high cost structure is predominantly driven by four key factors. Number one, excessively high land, HDB, and rental costs. Number two, indirect taxes and fees like GST, COE, ERP, and inflated utility bills significantly increase costs. Number three, foreign workers' levies. Number four, regulatory costs and over-governance. Overall, the PAP's policies and regulations play a significant role in driving up costs in Singapore, which in turn contributes to the high cost of living crisis. I am curious now, who will PM Wong blame next for this cost of living crisis? Lastly, I would love to hear your thoughts on all I had said. I am Puah from Red Dot United. Thank you.